God. All right. So, do you remember your first big paycheck? Remember the first time like you got paid and you were like, "That's a lot of money."
Yes. Yes.
When was it like? Was it what was the paycheck from? What was the reason for the pay?
Yeah, I think it was from a show.
Yeah.
I did a show, yes.
Yeah. What did you do with that money? Like once like you sat down after the show and everything, what did you finally go ahead and do with that guap?
I think my biggest first paycheck, funny enough, it was a tough decision because somebody was been hustling for a while. I had to treat myself, but I did it. I got a piece of land. Yes. Literally the whole money for a purchase of the land.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the land doing now? Is it like
It's like
farmhouses, just chilling?
This was like developed area by then. So we're talking about like 10, 11 years ago. And now it's like that's the only spot left. It's a nice, cute land with a lot of houses there. That's my spot. It's the only spot that developed. I like it. Just that it was far. So everything I'm working on now is a bit close to me. But that is a bit far. But it's still worth a lot now. Yeah.
Okay. What's one thing you feel like you wasted money on?
Wasted money on.
It could be a recent purchase, or it could just be something that stands out from like your past.
I think too much before I purchase stuff. So I really do like mistakes with what I'm going to buy. I'll think it through. Stuff that I don't really like spending money on. I think I would say cars. If I get a decent, good car that stands the test of time, I think I could use it. But I always feel like it's never worth it. Financially, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. So even like when you had just started coming into like a lot of money, you never had one of those. You know, like when you just started getting money.
I just told you, my first paycheck, I still worked. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've always been that type of a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so
I only started buying watches because of what it's worth with time. So even with that, though it's luxury, it's worth something. Now, if you get you a Rolex and certain type of Rolex, like with time you can trade it. With shoes, there's certain type of shoes that you can trade it. So not mentally, I'm not thinking I'm going to trade it, but mentally helps me, psychs me to buy it. So it has to make sense one way or the other.
Okay, would you say like you're a business person? Are you a business-oriented person?
I don't know if that's what I'm going to tell me, but I definitely think too much about how you're going to keep money, how you're going to hold money, make sure that you don't go broke. That type of state of mind. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned cars and how you're willing to blow some money on some cars.
I'm not willing.
You're not willing to, or you're not willing to, unless it's like a quality, something that's gonna last.
Yeah. So what I do is you get a car that, regardless of time, it looks
good.
It looks good. Exactly. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Of all the cars that you have right now, what's your favorite car?
The S550.
Okay. How many cars do you have though? That's another question.
I really don't have much now.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay. All right. Another thing is, so now my final quick fire question before we before we start wrapping things up, is what other plans do you have for 2021?